Good morning, darlings. How are you? Happy Monday. Cheers. Coffee time. How are you? Okay. It's Monday. Here we go with the camera. It's fine. It's all right. We'll get through it. It'll focus if it wants to. I hope you guys had a good weekend. What'd you do? Did you stay out of trouble? I see you guys in the chat. I have started receiving your questions. I have them. I promise I'll bounce back and forth. We'll keep it fair. We'll keep it even. It's okay. Whoa, this camera's going to drive me nuts today. Are you not going to focus at all? Normally it goes in and out. Now it just doesn't want to. Lee seems to think that the graphic card is going out on the computer, which affects all the visual aid and, well, what do they call those? Not pixies, pixels. Oh, if that's the case, this is going to be a hot mess. We also had horrible storms this weekend. We got trees down, which I'm not happy about, but, you know, it is what it is. Hi, Deb. Hi, Dragonfly. There's our King of Cups and our Rocco. Hi, Nadia. It's not your eyes, honey. I know we haven't slept, but I don't know. It just doesn't want to focus at all. What is going on with this thing? Well, I'm going to do my best. If this gets annoying, I'm going to end it. I'm not going to do this. You don't deserve that. Well, not that you deserve to look at my face, but you know what I mean. You got to be able to see the cards. That's the whole point of this show. All right. Well, if you can hear me, we'll do the best we can. You purged 6 bags of clothes this past weekend? Dragonfly, I feel you, sweetie. We're purging this whole house, and it's just, woo. That's not fun. The physical part is not the issue, even though that's not fun either. It's the mental sorting is what drives you crazy. New crop circles? I didn't know there were any, Deb. Okay, but we'll look into it. Okay. Oracle cards are already pulled. Anyway, I hope you had a good weekend. We're going to dive into these questions this morning. And I'll do what I can to bounce back and forth to make this even so it doesn't seem like one person has the whole show. I get it. But that's fine by me. All right. If you guys are in the chat room and you have a question, put it in caps, please, so I can catch it or my mods can catch it. I appreciate you. Dennis, what we got going on, darling? You said in an astral plane, was I battling those who were trying to raise Gilgamesh from the dead? Well, who in the world's doing that? Okay. This camera's going to drive me nuts. I'll do the best I can. I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be. I haven't done anything. But if Lee is right and our video card is going out, that's not good. Let me try something. Don't panic. No? Nope. Okay. Well, it is what it is. We'll do the best we can. All right, Dennis. In an astral plane, were you trying to battle those who were trying to raise Gilgamesh from the dead? Interesting. Let's see what the cards have to say. I don't know about you, but this battling in an astral plane it gets old after a while. That's okay. Wait till they start knocking on your front door. Wow. Dennis, the answer is yes. Well, they're wanting to heed a little bit of a warning, though. Be careful. Tread lightly. All right. So I'm going to do the best I can I'll explain them. I'm using Rider Waite today. You guys know these cards. Most of you know these cards. I'll explain the best way I can. Yes, Dennis. We're going to start with the Hangman. Astroplaning. That means in an enlightened state, which is when you astroplane. Okay. This is when this happened. You got them to surrender. 10 of Swords is about surrendering. You got them to do it. Watch, now it's going to focus. Anyway, so in that state, yes, you did get them to surrender. All right. All right. But I'm wondering, during your battle, did you upset something positive as well? The reason that I'm asking is because the Chariot is a movement card, and when you're on the move like that, it's a warrior military card. To overcome an adversity of what you were doing, I'm wondering if you upset a good balance as well, because this is harmony. That's in the past. Then you came in and came moving along to overcome something. This is the community you went to, so that represents a collective. So you went to a bunch of people, yes, but here's what I get. I think you caused a lot of heartache and basically ripped them to shreds. But I'm wondering if you hurt something good as well. Not intentionally, that's not what I'm saying, but I wonder if you just ruffled a few feathers that weren't meant to be ruffled. Because with the Tower and the Three of Swords, heartache and disappointment, and to take something down and bring good change to it is fine. It's these cards I'm worried about. Now, if you went to these communities to do that for them to release them, so if that's the case, then in the past they were all happy and then they turned miserable, you did release them. But I also wonder if you ruffled somebody's feathers. Well, who'd have thunk it? Dennis ruffling somebody's feathers. But the answer is yes, Dennis. You did battle somebody. But those are advice cards in the position that they're in. Okay. You're used to ruffling feathers? Oh, I guess the base card says it all, though. That's the Six of Cups, and that's about reconciliation. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Well, okay, then. Nadia's talking about awards. I didn't even see who was first today. Who got it? Gail, did you get the award today? You did. Congratulations, darling. You're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad. All right. Gail gets the trophy today. All right. Let's go do... Dennis has more. So does Morocco. Have we caught any in the chat yet? Hi, Roanne. All right, we'll bounce back and forth. Let's do a Rocco, and then I'll go back and forth. You'll never know when I'm calling on you. All right, Rocco. Does your love of coffee stem from past lives? Wow, talk about a gift and talent or a love that you carried over. Well, you did that tenfold, didn't you? Oh, that's right. Deb had a question. Let me go Star that. Rocco and his coffee. Gotta love him. Let me star it. Cut it. Okay. Rocco and his coffee. Does your love of coffee stem from a past life? All right. That's kind of a yes or no. Let's see. Jay was Juan Valdez in a past life. Wow. Okay. He come with the donkey and everything. Ugh. Fumble fingers this morning. Jen needs a nap. Nadia probably needs a nap too. Hi, Joe. How are ya? Are Joe Patrice in here? Good morning, honey. What is it with your cards this morning? Ugh. Maybe it's just me. I'll do a 3-card spread, yes or no, and if it tells me to keep going, I will pull more. So Rocco wants to know if his love of coffee comes from a past life. Wow. Flat out Ace of Wands. Heart and desire to have it. Yep, you are correct. You are correct. That's a big, huge yes. But here's why. Because it tells the story of the Knight of Pentacles. You, at some point, being the military warrior in the field all the time, coffee was not available to you all the time. So this is the guy sitting there, I'm manifesting, I'm dreaming of coffee, 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 coffee. So you told yourself, your final card, when I come back there, I'm going to drink it all the time. Cups are about, I mean, that's tipping it up too. But yeah, you made an emotional contract that when I go, I'm going to drink it every moment that I can. Because in a past life, it wasn't available to you the way you wanted it. So you said, well, when I go back down there, by golly, it will be. Okay. Wow, your base card on that's the 7 of Wands, and by God, I'll get what I want. Well, okay. Well, all righty. He's more Brazilian than you? Wow. Okay. Well, you certainly got what you wanted. All right. Let me pop in here. I'm going to do Roanne, and then I'm going to do Deb, and then we'll bounce back to Dennis. All right. All right. Roanne wants to know, my grandson and I were looking at the stars when something resembling a rocket was passing over us. It slowed down, then took off so fast and instantly disappeared. What might that have been? Well, don't get me started on ships. Nadia, she's laughing. She goes, oh, boy. Had a visitor this morning. Well, had multiple visitors this morning. Got to share that with Nadia. Yeah, that's crazy. We'll talk about it at a different time. But good question, Roanne. He saw a rocket that was passing over, slowed down, then took off so fast, instantly disappeared. What might it have been? Good morning, Kay. What ship? What ship? Rocket Raccoon? Rabbit. I've seen that movie too many times. It's funny. What is that, Joe? How many is a Brazilian? What are you talking about? You just tickled me. All right. What did Roanne and her grandson see above their heads? Now, if I get something like the moon card, it's probably going to represent something like a glitch in the matrix. If I get something like the star card, or we'll see how this gets laid out. That's not a yes or no, so I'm going to do a full spread on that. Well, I'm curious to know if it shocked you more or your grandson. Okay. Believe it or not, this was not it was a ship, but it was not a positive one. I know that you don't get to hear about those very often because they're pretty much cleaned up. But the negative, there's a couple out there, and they don't come through portals or anything like that, or the underworld. They come through wormholes, much different. This challenges their speed and their entry. I mean, they don't, because they tend to lose control over their situation, and it's hard to handle their ships. No, you were not in danger. You were not in danger. Okay. So, all right. So here's what we got. This is you. You were kind of okay with it. This is about manifesting, being okay with what you see. Okay. Like, okay, this is in front of my face. I can deal with it. And this is your grandson. He was more shocked. He's sitting there going, what the crap? I'm holding a cup and a fish jumps out in your face. It's kind of the attitude. You kind of have been looking forward to these events, and he was not quite sure what was happening. Okay. But here's why I don't think it's good. Because it's represented by these guys to bring this, which is conflict. So if the devil shows up and you have the 5 of Wands, it's to bring conflict and stir up trouble. It did happen so fast. It left almost just as quickly as it got here. So it came in to your sight, and then it's gone. Well, because I believe that the good guys were chasing it out of here, because the Wheel of Fortune is in here, and that's to reverse it, do a 180. I'm out. I think they realized, oh, this is not good. I'm going to get in trouble. So it's basically doing a 180, and they got out of there. So they reversed what their plans were. Good advice for you, though. It's okay. They weren't there to hurt you. They weren't targeting you. You just happened to be there to see it. So in the future, looking out into the horizon to see what the future is for you, not to worry what you're going to end up seeing from now on. It's all positive. That's the Sun card. So don't worry about it. It's be okay. So Roanne, that is what happened between you and grandson. Yep, got it, Nadia. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to do hers next. And then I'm going to jump back to Dennis. Okay. So this is Deb's question that she had. What do the new crop circles in the UK and Italy mean? Well, we're going to find out. I didn't know that there were, but I trust you. Didn't know there were, but okay. So basically, when we want to know if it's our off-worlders, is it governments playing tricks on us? What is the message behind it? So we're basically going to start out, first of all, are they real? From underground, the sky, is an illusion from man? They'll tell us that. And then if there's a message behind it, we'll look at that too. I wish we had a visual aid, but we don't. That's okay. What are the crop circles in the UK and Italy? 2 places. Okay. What do they mean? Well, it's a positive message, Deb. It's a good message. Now let me explain this. This is a really good message. This is a beautiful message. Remember when I told you that I wasn't quite sure, because what we found out is not only can they happen from above, they can come up from the energy from Middle Earth, so to speak, like Argotha. That's where that came from. But it's a positive message. All right. All right. Now, so this represents the ones that did it, and it is from Middle Earth. Positive, okay? Because the 8 of Cups is they came and then they walked away really quick, like it just happened. I'm going back underground now. Goodbye. Okay, but the message is a new beginning. Now I want you to look at this card. 2 of Wands. He holds Gaia in his hand, between worlds kind of thing. This is kind of like a portal, using a portal to get here. And he's like, okay, so he's coming from Middle Earth. This is what Spirit tells me. You may not see that. I do, because they're showing me a picture. Well, I think the people there are manifesting this because they've been watching and waiting for it. This is in the past. The message is beautiful. Beautiful. Everything's going to be okay. Now, I haven't looked at the crop circles. I know that some of them I can identify what they mean because they're all different weird shapes, but some of them is about what they call binary code. And they've been teaching me some of that. So when I look at certain designs, it tells me what they're saying. Sometimes they're designs or technology or messages they want for mankind. So they have a very good positive message. Everything's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. In the future, I don't think that they're going to stop there because you get the Ace of Pentacles. This is a gift from them to mankind. I think they're going to keep doing this. They like doing it until they get somebody's attention, because guess who sits beside of it? Judgment. Being called, look here, hello. They're trying to get somebody's attention, but it's with a positive message. That you can do this, you can manifest. I'm giving you a gift here. It's a map. Look. Yep. Death card. I'm trying to get you to realize that death to the old ways. I'm bringing great change to you. I could change your whole world if you just listen to me. So, Deb, they're all positive, sweetie. Did you send me something? Okay. Okie dokie. Wow. Huh. Well, that's kind of telling it like it is. That's a key. I don't have time to watch the video, but those are key. They're literal keys. Well, they're giving a gift. Deb, wow. I'll see if I can download those, and maybe on Wednesday's show, I'll show them to everybody else. That's fascinating. I see keys. Those are good things. And I believe that we've got keys to a lot of stuff. All right. Let me dive back in here. Dennis. All right, sweetie. Let's get back to you. If an archangel incarnates on earth for a mission, does he or she give up their position as an archangel when the mission is complete? Wow. Okay. Thanks, Terry. If an archangel incarnates on earth for a mission, does he or she give up their position as an archangel when the mission is complete? I think I have my own opinion, but that doesn't matter. I have to do this without bias, so I'll see what the cards say. Crop circles? We could. We could make that the next round table. There's a lot of stuff going on. I also want to do the emerald tablets and Thoth, and I want to do the missing years of Jesus. We still want to do Tartaria and extension on Atlantis. There's a whole lot we should do. We're just going to have to put them all in a hat and draw one. But crop circles would be great. And then I could share with you about binary code and what they do mean. Not that I'm an expert, but they have been teaching me this. I have to go to class in a different dimension, density, to learn these things. All right. Yeah, they're all great topics, Dennis. I agree. All right, so we're asking about the archangels. If they come on a mission, do they give up their position? I can't imagine. I can't imagine. Because I look at, I don't know. I just look at Michael and Gabriel. They've never lost they do missions all the time. They've never lost their position, but I see what you're saying. Let's see. All righty. Let's find out about these archangels. Oh, well, that's pretty cut and dry. No, they don't lose their position. Nope, they don't. Okay, so baby page of wands comes in here. So this represents setting out onto a new beginning, a new path, new mission, okay? So when they come down here to do these missions, okay, as soon as they're dumb, I can't talk. Joe Biden can't talk today. Well, it's either I slip up and can't talk, just need a nap, or I can turn into the cackling hyena. Anyway, once they're done and they wrap up their job, once it's all complete, because that 10 of wands is once they're done with their job, okay, and they get victory for their mission, because they do. Once they get victory, nope, this is in the past. They go right back to what they were doing before. So as soon as they're done and it's complete, all is well, they get victory, they go back to shining bright like the sunshine. Now, yep, perfect. This explains it, because they just go back to work. That's your worker bee. Nope, they just get right back at it, because their job as an archangel to help humanity. Queen of Wands represents humanity, trustworthy. They have a job to do. And she's a mama bear. They go right back to being that person for humanity. Okay. Yep. They go right back to their veil, beyond the veil. That's the high priestess. So they just do their job and then they go right back. So I do not get that they lose their position at all. And I didn't think that they did. Your base card on that is the Lovers. Wow. Look at the Angel. Okay. This is a contract card, having the passion and desire to help mankind. It's an Adam and Eve card kind of thing. The Angel just goes right back to their contract. Okay. All right. Rocco said, be right back. Is he making more coffee? Get out of the basement. You're right. He spends too much time. I should. I don't have a basement, but I know what you're saying. Russ, that sounds interesting. Tonic note, the note you began with in the second density. I'll put it up here so y'all can see it. I haven't finished reading it. In the second density, life lessons are learned mostly as immobile life, like kelp, trees, plants, etc. Viruses, amoebas are in the final octaves of the second dimension. Fascinating, Ross. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. All right. Wife's chatting up a storm. Well, love her heart. Let her talk, Rocco. You are correct, Nonia. This is very true based on what Russ just said. That's why they lowered frequency with fear, shame, and guilt. You are correct, darling. They want you to stay there. They absolutely want you to stay there. All right, Dennis, so that covers the archangel question. Rocco stepped out. You tell me when you're back, Rocco, because I'll wait to do your next one in a minute. I want you to be here to hear it. Roanne had one, and then we'll go back to Dennis again. Unless, if somebody's got one in the chat, you have to tell me. Oh, was that just duplicated? It was duplicated. Okay, I got you. All right, that was just duplicated. Roanne, it tells me that maybe they just sent it to me twice. But if you did end up buying 2 copies, if you have a different question, you just let me know, honey. Give me a knitter. Okay. All right, Rocco, we'll do your next one then. All right. Rocco says, I asked to be released from the burden of the stigmata. Were you successful? Well, all right. All righty. Were you successful? That's a big burden. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, artichoke. The answer is yes. They did listen to you, but this one card tells me a whole lot more. You got other things coming, though. I'm not saying you're going to be burdened with something more than that. Okay, first of all, you come in here with your moo-moo. Look at you, all handsome. So this signifies a yes, definite king of pentacles, because you manifested, I want this over with. Get it over with. Okay. You simply wanted it to be over. I don't want to participate anymore. The answer is yeah, because look at this. Now you're not going to be a part of that. These are 2 people left out in the cold. You can't go in the building. I refuse to go in the building. I'm not doing this anymore. I will not participate. I'd rather freeze to death. 5 of Pentacles means that short-lived, it's out. I'm not doing it anymore. They did do it. But not just because you asked, it's because you have a future purpose. And you know this. I did a 3-card spread, and 2 of them are kings. It's because you have a new job about bringing balance and justice and truth. You have a new purpose now, and you can't be focused on that. Yeah. big changes. So they allowed that to end, the tower, let it come crashing down, in the sense that let it be over with, because you've got more massive changes coming your way. Okay. And I think if you had that on your shoulders, it'd just be a little too much, if that makes sense. Wow, your base card is the Three of Wands. Your future holds too much else to have to sit and worry about that too. How you going to function and get your job done if you're still worried about that, okay? He's moo-moo. Yes, he wears his dress. Don't you like that? Dennis, don't be jealous. Isn't he pretty in his little moo-moo gown? That's our Rocco. You have one in here too. But yours is kind of plain. I think yours is like just blue, which is pretty. But Rocco's is colorful. I mean, you can only find these kind of patterns at like Joann Fabrics. Come on, he's got grapes. Isn't it pretty? I love picking on y'all. You should exchange patterns and material. Just saying. You have a boo-boo. A roo-roo. Oh gosh, does it have a pouch? Okay. Let me see. Let me go see Dennis. There's our Dennis. You're fabulous. Yes, darling. Yeah, Joann's, that's old. I remember a store called Peace Goods, too. Boy, I'm quoting my age right now. All right, Dennis, you wanted to know, during meditation, I visualized having the key to 5 secret entrances to where Gilgamesh's sword is hidden. Is there truth to this? Well, you've been around since the dawn of all ages. I don't doubt it. You probably have the keys to everything. All right. Is hubby in here? Your whole body's a boo-boo. Now, babe. Yeah. Moan and groan and aches and pains. Or are you just jealous because you want a moo-moo too? I've never given Lee a card. I don't think I have. Don't ask me. My brain doesn't function that well as far as memory. I've got some of them down pretty good. You are correct, Nadia. That's a perfect way of putting it. Dennis is the janitor of reincarnation. He has the keys to all the doors. Start calling you Bojangles, too. Can hear him coming. You want a pink one, hubby? Does Lee get the Joker card? Actually, the full card goes, that's my Joe Patrice. That's her card. She's going to tell you it's something negative, that she's always throwing people off cliffs. But I say it's because she's always got the leap of faith and to start new beginnings. She ain't afraid to. Hi, Mary Jane. But, yeah, that'd be funny. That'd be funny, Dennis, the Joker. He's a joker. You're a joke. No. I believe if I had to pick, well, thank you, Raven. That's Lee's guardian. His name is Raven. He just walked in and he goes, he's the Knight of Swords. And I went, okay. Raven doesn't have a sense of humor at all. He's just bossy. All right. So let's go find out if you got these keys. Five secret entrances? Good grief. All right. Thank you, Rocco. So 5 secret entrances to where Gilgamesh's sword is hidden. You have the keys. Interesting. Rocco sent me something. Thank you. All right, my Nads has one. I just shorten everybody's name now. Nads. Oh, by the way, both of these matter. Just saying. All right. Let's get this question done. All right. All right, Dennis, you ready? Do you have the keys? All right. Okay. I'll do a yes or no and see if it needs to go. Holy crap. Well, you can't make this stuff up, guys. You guys show up in your own readings. So now we get to display Dennis's memo. That's fancy. You came into your own reading. Just represents you. It is also a big, huge yes. You are correct. King of Cups literally represents boundaries. You've kept this hidden the whole time. Now, this is a well aspected. It could be a trickster card, but it's not the way this is. This is a flat out yes, because you said that there were multiple keys or multiple entrances. This is about multiple choice. Yep. Which one do I want? Which way did it go, George? Yeah. Definitely lots of choices, lots of different ones. Yes, absolutely. Well, this final card is about 10 of Swords, where Gilgamesh is these entrances of where the surrender took place, so to speak, if that makes sense. Yeah. Swords are about truth. So, yeah, you know exactly where it is and where the keys are. I was like, well, are you going to give them up? Apparently, you're going to share. And you're going to share with humanity when you're meant to. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean on this 3D matrix thing. Spiritually, to help humanity, yes, I believe that's going to happen. To reconcile that whole issue, if that makes sense. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to go stick the door in and then release all that. That's not what I'm saying. But you will, the story would be told, so to speak. Wow. The base on that is the Queen of Swords, and that's to bring justice and truth. That's about balance, okay? If that makes sense. It's not time yet. You are correct, sweetie. All right. Let me jump back. I know that Dennis had one more. And my Rocco had another one, but let me go in here and do Nadia's. You holding both of these keys now? Wow. All right. Gail, you be careful traveling, sweetheart. We wish you well. We put you in a sweet little bubble of safety. You're so welcome. You need me, you holler, darling. And I wish you all the best going to Cali, because I know we talked about that. Just know that I support you. Rocco, be nice to your wifey. All right. Is there not more than one full card? There's the full, it's a major arcana card. There's the magician card, but no. Nope. Not in the traditional, especially the 78 cards. No. There's only so many major arcanas, minor arcanas, and then the regular lower decks. So there's only one, darling. Are you thinking of like Maverick or Bicycle cards? There's a couple of jokers and fools, but not in these. Nope. All right. There's my nads. Good nads. Make sure that I hit the right one. Yeah. Okay. Because I never know if there's more than one. There's our Schneider boy picture. Okay. In your parents' neighborhood, usually the grass is pristine, Christine. Oh, fancy. All of them are dry and yellow. Is that, well, stop peeing in their yard. Sorry. Is that my 3D matrix falling apart? Sounds about right, but let's see what they say. Let's see what they say. All right. Just saying, stop peeing in her yard. You and Schneider need to quit that. But let's find out if that's the reason that it's all yellow and dried up. It's not his fault. All right, let's find out if that's because the matrix is falling apart. Either that or they're just broke, can't handle inflation prices to have their lawn professionally done. That would make sense too. What? If you replace chips with grapefruit, you lose up to 90% of what little joy you have left. Who wants to do that? It depends. It depends if it starts running down your leg again, huh? Something special. Lee's no fool. Well, I didn't say that, Dennis. Lie, deny, and stand by. It's kind of a 3-card spread for a yes or no. If it wants me to know anything else, it'll tell me. All right. You're right. This has really nothing to do with money or their choice to do it. Wow. Okay. Flat out, yeah, Nadia. You see beyond the matrix, the veil. High Priestess is in a different realm. She's kind of tricky. You think your eyes are playing trick on you, but no, they're not. Seeing beyond the veil is the High Priestess. Using your intuitive ability. You already knew this. It's funny how cards, certain details show up at certain times. Usually I just pick this up and look at it and go, well, that just means inner turmoil and conflict and inner battling. And then you pick it up and realize that the picture and what they're standing on represents what you just said. See how pristine grass turns yellow? Yep. You and Snyder are going over there picking fights and peeing in their yard. No. Yeah, you're battling with your mental capacity of trying to rationalize why you're seeing what you're seeing, but you are. But here's the thing. Don't let it disappoint you and break your heart, okay? You're supposed to see it for what it is, okay? It's P. That's right. Well, stop. All right. So this is 3 of Pentacles is about the community collective. This is affecting everyone. You're going to see this everywhere. Even if outside your parents' neighborhood, you're going to see this start happening. That matrix is breaking apart. Don't let it disappoint you. This is a positive thing. They said pull one more. It's the death card. All you do is bring death, Nadia. Didn't we talk about this the other day? Death to the old ways of seeing things, bringing massive new changes. Okay? You're going to start to see the world in a whole different light, if that makes sense. Does Lee have the Hermit card? I don't think I have anybody as the Hermit card. I don't. That'd be a good card too, wouldn't it? It's not taken. It is the Abba card. That's my God card, and we don't want to give Lee a complex, okay? He represents the creator to me. Yeah. That's my Abba card. Let's not give Lee a complex. Nadia, I hope that answers your question, honey. So once you and Schneider find a new potty, maybe it'll get better. But anyway, fine. Dennis won't throw a fit. You're welcome, honey. KOC. Don't get me started on me screwing up that abbreviation and not catching that the other day. That started a whole new thing. All right. Let me see. I've got a Dennis one and I have a Rocco one. All right. All right, Dennis, I think this is this your last one? Yeah, I think it is. I have to do math. I star them to try to get them, and then I forget to star them. Because I'm not smart. All right. Do I hold the right frequency to activate one of the hidden ARC ships? What do you got the keys to everything? You are the janitor. The right frequency, which is the key to activate one of the hidden ARC ships. If I ever lose my keys, I'm looking you up. Just saying. You're not listening to me, Dennis. I told you that a few minutes ago. I said the Knight of Swords. I said that is, Raven just said that that's Lee, the Knight of Swords. Wake up. You need more coffee. I know, you probably just didn't hear me. It's okay. His guardian angel, whose name is Raven, came in and said, he is the Knight of Swords. And I went, okay, bossy. But yeah, he is. All right, so do I hold the right frequency to activate one of the hidden arcs? So you got another set of keys on you. All right, let's see. What am I, your mama? Now stop that. Oh. You better stop that. All right. Let's see if you got the right frequency. One of the arc ships. Okay. Oh. Well, that's a flat out yes, because you got the Ace of Swords. That's a huge yes, but it gives you advice. It gives you great advice because, yes, you do have the right frequency, but apparently this is about timing as well. The Queen of Cups, that means you better set some boundaries around yourself because thieves are lurking. Don't let them come and take it. They can upset your frequency, and if your frequency changes, that will definitely upset it. You don't want to lose that, but you got a huge ace, yes. So make sure that you set boundaries so your frequency doesn't change, if that makes sense. Okay? So, all right. Wow, your base card on that, Dennis, interesting. That's the Eight of Wands, and that's fast moving already. I think. I think your frequency is this. You're going to activate this soon. See, all these little leaves on these little branches. These are represent beginnings and starting something new. I just wonder if you're going to be using this quickly. It's fascinating. Nadia needs a coffee too. Wow, everybody's doing coffee run. All right, Dennis. So yeah, you do hold the frequency, but right now I think you're going to be using it soon, but protect it so no one takes it from you, so it doesn't change your frequency, if that makes sense. All right, Rocco. All right, sweetie, here you go. Oh, well, is he back in here? He's getting coffee. I don't want to do it without him. All right. Rocco, you tell me when you come back. Oh, you said you're listening. Okay. Well, I know, but I want you to see the cards. Let me do Nadia's real quick. Did Moses take the Ark of the Covenant? Oh boy. Okie dokie. Drink coffee once a month. Does that mean you only get out of bed once a month? What? I got another one, Rocco. Yep, got it. Got it. All right. No comment. No, I'm not saying a word. You want? Oh, you like iced tea? I like iced tea too. I just can't have the sugar. It's just weird. Not drinking iced tea. That's what they call the Southern wine. I love iced tea, but I can't have sugar. And you try to limit how much artificial sweetener you put in your system. You mix an iced tea here and there. Okay. Did Moses take the Ark of the Covenant? Well, there's opening a can of worms, isn't it? Why don't we just ask Dennis? He was around at that time. Just saying. Didn't expect that. Even I get shocked by spirit, but okay. Here we go. You ready, Nadia? Ace of Pentacles. Still makes me feel weird. I think there's more to the story. I just did a yes or no because I don't know. It just doesn't set right with me. It just doesn't seem right, but that doesn't mean I'm always right. Most of the time. I have to joke, people. Yeah, but the King of Swords comes in here about he kind of represents the King James aspect of who wrote the Bible. The truth was taken because right beside of it, because he's not well aspected in this, instead of balance and truth, we got hoodwinked, if that makes sense. This King James dude, or the rest of the, what is it, the Council of Nicaea and all of them, and how they decided what we'll know and what we won't know, so to speak. But Nadia, I got a huge Ace of Pentacles. I still think there's more to the story because I don't know why it makes me feel funny. It just does. I don't know why. I just think there's more to it. Six of Cups. Wow. To reconcile with the truth and emotions, that it'll be given back to us. Oh, thank goodness. This may be the confirmation I'm looking for with the base card on that. The Moon. This is illusion and confusion. We were told illusion and confusion, but I think there's more to the story, and it goes beyond the veil. Well, thank you for that. Why? Okay. Okay. Spirits bossed me around, and they said, take the 3 cards and lay them out. I'm like, okay. 1, 2, 3. They're all major arcana cards. Okay. All right, so here's the star card. Yes, it's off-worlder. Just wonder if the covenant is off-world, if that makes sense. But the star card can also represent making a massive wish and finding balance, spiritual balance. And then the Magician. This is about ascension. I think they're answering my art question. The Magician. He's a teacher. He's of wisdom, but this is about ascension. And then the final card on that, yes, I see it. The final card on that is the High Priestess, beyond the veil. It's what you can't see is what you should question. Because it kept bothering me. And I'm like, I think there's more to the story than just Moses. Yeah. Hidden secrets. There's more to the story about truth. Okay. Dennis, I believe that too, but at the base, I also believe that. Or at least I did, until I started studying some other things and found out that there's possibly 3 arcs and not just one. The reason, the more I started studying the emerald tablets of Thoth and the importance of those, they were also kept protective like that in an ark. I'm still learning, and I'm willing to keep learning. It's just, I don't know. Until somebody presents something to, now we're just guessing, you know? 3 arcs of the covenant. Yeah. Well, I don't know that they're called Ark of the Covenant, but 3 arcs, 3, and they're huge. They're massive. They're very, very heavy. But because of the, not only, because now you've got the 2 tablets of the 10 Commandments. Okay. So that was the one we're thinking of what's in it. But now you have the tablets, the emerald green tablets that Thoth used, that has all the secrets in the universe of alchemy and all this stuff, frequency, and how precious they are. So the more I study it, and they're like, they're protected in an ark, and I'm like, what? I'm still studying, guys. I don't swear by it, but it is something that I'm studying. What? And I like to be a pepper too. What? I'm missing something here. Oh, no, Ned's got a question. So in the ark, was there something in there that caused the sea division? I'm going to let's find out what Spirit says. And then I'm going to do Rocco's question. I'm just curious. I'll wait. I'll do your question, and then I'll give what I have learned. Yeah, learning that it's not the Red Sea. It's the Sea of Reeds. There's a whole lot to that. They just lied to us. All right. Is there something in there that caused the sea to divide? I have my own theory. Just every time you open a can of worms and you go down to a deep rabbit hole, you start to second guess everything that you've ever been taught. It was Rocco's fault. No, it's just the King of Pentacles is in here. Something in that arc. There's more to the story than that. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is in here. But he represents generation. This is a generational thing. I keep trying to figure out what this has to do with the arc. If something's in the arc to help divide the sea, they're very strong cards, but I'm not getting a flat out yes. This has to do with leadership because the Empress is in here too. Being sovereign and independent, somebody full of abundance of something. The ark is full of abundance for generations and generations, but I'm not getting that it had something to do with the Red Sea. 10 of Wands, no. That burden, nope. This doesn't have anything. I'm going to keep pulling. It doesn't make any sense. What is this? Now that I can believe. Wheel of Fortune. Do 180. Nope, that sea did something on its own. And this has nothing to do with the Ark of the Covenant. You will find a balance, though. Okay, because you're getting all these queens that keep coming in here, because I kept getting divine feminine energy, but that's not what it was relating to. So this is about bringing forth truth and justice. It will come out eventually. They're just not being very clear on it. We need to manifest the answers. But they also manifested that sea, and what happened? The sea did something. Well, they don't call it the living waters for nothing. I believe, if the creator source says part, it'll part, if that makes any sense. The Wheel of Fortune absolutely just did a 180. I mean, that's the sea doing a 180. You were flat, now you're standing up, if that makes sense. A Star Wars pattern. Yeah, now, okay, the base card. Now I want you to pay attention to the picture of this. The Two of Pentacles, this is going beyond space and time. Manifestation beyond space and time. Something happened to that sea, and it was beyond space and time. Now look at the background of a very rocky sea. Okay? There is more to that story. They just don't want to tell me what the whole story is. Fine. Which sometimes they don't. But we're just not meant to yet. There's Kitty. Kitty. There's our Ginger. So, Nadia, that probably wasn't much help, but when they don't give me a clear-cut answer, it's probably because we're not meant to. All right, Rocco, sweet darling, you got one last one here. I mentioned in the video that we will eventually not be bound by the decencies? What? Densities. Picking on you. That's all right. Densities of dimensions, like the angels. Will this happen in time or happening right now? Okay. Well, that has to do with our ascension process. Yeah, density. I caught that and I went, Rocco can't spell, but we love him. All right. Spiritual grammar police. I know. I don't care. As long as I'll figure it out eventually. It may come out sounding like Joe Biden, but I'll get it, okay? All right. Densities. Not bound by the densities or dimensions like the angels. Will happen in time or happening now. I believe that's tied in with the matrix falling apart. I believe it is. I believe it's happening. That's why Nadia sees pee in everybody's yard. Just saying. Let's see. Happening in time or is it happening now? Okay. It's going to be a gradual thing, Rocco. I believe it is slowly happening. Okay, so let me show you. The Temperance card represent, because you mentioned the angels too, like seeing beyond the veil, like the angels can go back and forth, and density and dimensions don't bother them any. The Temperance card, first of all, it's an angel. That's a good sign. But Temperance represents spiritual balance, being patient. So be patient. It will happen over time. I don't think they can let it happen too fast. The Tower represents this matrix falling apart, if you think about it. That means great change is coming. The Temperance is about balancing that out. Okay. And then the final card on that is the Knight of Cups. That means tread lightly, go slow. Don't do all that at one time. Just go slow, because that's not a bucky horse. That's a trotty horse, if that makes sense. So I think over time, Rocco, is how I think it's already happening, but slowly but surely. Surely so. Okay. Great advice, though. Four of Cups represents don't let them distract you. Okay. Don't get distracted by the earthly things. All right. Once we catch on, I believe we'll do it much faster because the Knight of Wands comes in here, and that's a bucky horse. So I think each level that we get to and we start grasping what our ascension means and our enlightenment and what it means, I think we'll go faster. Well, great advice on your base card there, darling, is Nine of Swords. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. It'll happen. It's just going to take some time. Okay. Hey, Shirley. Shirley, so. Earthly, I know, honey. It's, everybody's sick of it. Well, at least I am. We are, as the collective. We're sick of it. We want to kind of like speed it up here. Put this ascension on steroids or something. It's getting old. But I also understand that Creator Source has got a better plan and they know better than we do. Believe it or not, we don't know everything. Shh, I know, shock. It's okay. I know I shouldn't say that on a Monday. We don't. All right. All right, that's it. Did I have anything else in the chat? If not, we'll wrap it up and do your oracles so you can get on about your Monday. Time, you just yeah. If that's everybody, that's all the buy me a coffees. Now, if I got everybody in the chat, we'll just move on and we'll do our oracles. We don't, Nadia. I know. I hope you were sitting down when I said that. That's a huge shock to let everybody know that you don't know everything. That just burst your bubble. Terry, you're so funny. That sounds like me. She said my boss says I intimidate other employees, so I just stared at him until he apologized. Yeah, that's him, not you. There you go. All right. Yeah. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, Nadia, and you're going to carry that with you the rest of the day, if not week. Now you have the knowledge that you're not perfect. Jen's is just mean. Bearer of bad news. I burst her bubble. All right, guys. Who says? Just saying. I'm just saying. Well, you probably know everything, Dennis. You've been around long enough. You wrote everything. So, all right. Now, so your oracles today, let's start with this one. I cracked up laughing because it's the first one I pull every time. I'd always do Angel of Abundance first. I don't know why. I just do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we had this on the last show, and I shuffled these cards 50 million times, and I'm like, you're just adamant about this message. Didn't we get old Santa Claus the other day? Yeah. So this is the windfall of abundance is what that stands for. But I'm pretty sure that we got Santa Claus the other day. I just remember pulling that. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. So if it's coming to you, you need to don't ignore it. You need to hold your hand out going, gimme, 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 gimme. Okay? You're manifesting, I receive it. I receive, if that makes sense. But I'm pretty sure we got Santa Claus the other day. Just saying. I stand corrected. Jojo. Okay. Nadia's got to go pee in somebody's yard. Okay. Okay, let's see. What else are we going to do? Oh, our Archangel, who's coming in here today. Archangel Azrael. You want to talk about old school cartoons? Remember Smurfs? Remember Gargamel? Didn't he have a cat named Azrael? Just remember that growing up. Anyway, we've had a lot of this lavender purple colors recently, the violet. Okay, it says it's time to let go and prepare for change. Well, that's an understatement. I just realized what this angel is holding. She's holding an infant. It's a baby. I better not be bringing no babies around here. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. So, time to let go, prepare for change. Well, let's see what this book says. A little bit. So this card advises you that it's time for a transition in your life. Well, I'm pretty sure most of us in the collective are dealing with that right now in some form or another. One part is ending and another is waiting to take its place. You may need to cut the cords to an aspect of your current life, maybe a person, a situation, a job, a house, or even a country. Your guidance is to release the old graciously and courageously and prepare for the birth of something expected but unknown. It may be a creative project or a baby. No, I'll take the project. It's not that I don't love babies. I love babies, but nope. Anyway. All right. So Archangel Azrael is to bring about great changes. Okay. Let go of the old stuff and be prepared to start something new. You're going to go pee in another country? I'm pretty sure you already did that. Okay. All right. Rocco, you go to the potty all by yourself? Golf clap. Rocco gets a golf clap. All right. What do you mean, wow, that's for me? You better not be talking about that baby. But no, I know the message behind it. Yes, you are correct. Okay, so our Sacred Forest Oracle, what do we got today? We haven't had this one yet. Enchanted Fern Grotto. We're getting fancy now. Enchanted Fern Grotto, which means refuge. Pretty. Okay. So the spirit of the Enchanted Fern Grotto says, retreat. We don't retreat around here. What are you talking about? Retreat and replenish your inner resources. Now is not the time to act, but to incubate. What is this? I'm not having no baby. Incubate your ideas for the future. Be still. The answers are within you. Magic is all around you. Why was everybody telling me to be still? Sit down, shut up. No, I understand what they're saying. Do you understand what they're saying? So you've got resources inside of you. All of your answers are always lie within you. Your enlightenment you carry around. It's activating that DNA, so to speak, so it comes alive again. So they're saying, sit down and be quiet, be still, and let it come back to you. Okay? That makes sense. Ginger's going to tear a blind off the window. Okay. All right, guys. This leads us to our final oracles, and not your chakra oracles. Pretty cards. Pretty cards. All right. So, passion. Passion means hearts and desires. Open your mind to what you want to do, not what you have to do. What is your heart and desire? What is your goal? I know we all have got plans for like humanitarian and things like that. Think about it though. How can you meet your goals without, don't put a financial, well, if I could just get some money, I could do it. Don't think like that. What is your passion? Not everything requires money. Think about what you could be doing. I know. And you're in a 3D world and it's required and you don't have time. I get it. Let that manifest. Sit on that and stew a while. Now, you only have one sort of kind of lecture today. Who is holding on to what and not releasing and having forgiveness? Okay. Are you still holding on to some past karma or cords or something and you're not willing to let go? Well, the other oracle said you need to. You need to do some forgiveness. Maybe somebody else needs forgiven, or maybe you need to forgive yourself for something, if that makes sense. Okay? These daggone babies keep showing up here. I'm just telling you. No, I saw it. That's not funny. Wings. Your final card is a beautiful card, and then I realized the woman's pregnant. Gratitude. Have gratitude. Be grateful for what you have. As little or as the most that you have, be grateful for what you have. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for our little collective and family that we have here. And I'm certainly grateful that we can all take a joke and laugh together, because that raises our frequency. All these babies and these pregnant women. No. All right. Anyway, that's your oracles today, guys. That's it. Yeah, what time? Dennis, you gotta... What time are you doing your show, Dennis? You may be on this afternoon? Or are you just gonna, on a whim, you don't really know yet? If you do have a plan, just let us know. All these babies and pregnant men. Don't get me started on that. Okay. Wife might be cracking a whip. Well, it was a good day. Thank you, Roanne. Okay, guys, that's our Monday show. It was a good show. Thank you for laughing with me and having a sense of humor, and realizing that when I pick on you, it's because I love you. Okay? It's just what we do around here. Thanks for joining me. You guys go enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you again on Wednesday. Isn't that right? Yep. Wednesday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll do another little chit chat. We're going to take, this is the second week we're taking off from Roundtable, but I think maybe if the rest of the crew wants to, we'll talk this week and we'll pick a subject, because we've certainly got enough of them to do, and maybe we'll deep dive into something. We'll see if they want to. If not, everybody's really busy right now. It's summertime, and I get it. We'll get to it eventually. But, okay, Dennis says that if he does do a show, it'll be 4 p.m. Pacific time, which would be 7 o'clock tonight on our Eastern Standard Time. So he's 3 hours away. All right. All right. So if he does do a show, look for that notification bell on Dennis's show. And he had a great show yesterday. Rocco put up one. You guys go check out their channels. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, guys. Love and light. Some when you need it. All that good stuff. Behave yourself. I love you. I love you. I will see you Wednesday. Blessings, blessings. Behave yourself. Nadia, try not to pee in too many yards, okay? All right. I love y'all. I'll see you Wednesday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.